Everybody is insecure about some aspect of their lives. There seems to be a lie being peddled around by various ideologies that normal people are happy all the time. That normal people look at themselves in the mirror and think, oh yes, this body is exactly where I want to be 100%. That normal people go through all of their relationships, both romantic and social, and think to themselves, oh yes, I trust these completely. This feels completely right all the time. This is a great lie to ensnare those who are desperate for some form of happiness. Simply put, life is a balance. Sometimes you're happy, and sometimes you're not. And if there are long periods in your life in which you're unhappy, then that likely means that something needs to be fixed. However, it is a great lie that all of your problems and all of your insecurities all stem from one place. Likely they do not, almost never. It's an even greater lie that normal people are always content with their lives, or that normal people are secure with themselves at all points in time. Powerlifters are insecure about their personal records. Gymnasts and models are insecure about their physical bodies. Everyone is insecure to some degree or another. So, if you feel insecure from time to time, congratulations, because that doesn't mean that you're abnormal. If anything, it means that you are completely normal. The way the human brain works is that it fixates on the negative far more than the positive, because simply put, something that's negative is likely to be a threat in nature, whereas something is a positive, that's something that you can safely ignore until you need it. But threats, typically speaking, have to be addressed right away, so the brain focuses on them more. Therefore, human attention is skewed to the negative. And this natural skew has been used to feed people this lie that they're not normal because they're unhappy, especially when they're vulnerable, like when they're teenagers. Teenagers, more than anybody, are going to be the most unhappy of the bunch, because their brains are getting to that point where they start to think that they're adults, but they have no adult capabilities. So of course they're going to feel more insecure than any group of humans on the face of the planet. Because they're getting prepped for a game that they have no business playing as they are. Now, in that stage, they should be taught by mentors. They should be taught by their parents. They should be given the skills necessary so that they can enter and stand on their own. What they should not be doing is getting roped in and recruited to various political movements or sold a bunch of pharmaceutical and surgical procedures under the false idea, that it's going to solve everything in their lives. One of the things I hear a lot from people who have undergone a lot of, let's call them irreversible surgeries, said that they got into it because they were unhappy with their body. Well, of course you were unhappy with your body. You're a teenager, or you're in your early 20s. Everyone is unhappy, especially at that stage. Especially in the age where we're constantly surrounded and bombarded by people on Instagram who spend hours and hours fluffing themselves up and preening themselves to take that one single solitary perfect picture that looks nothing like how they present in real life, but looks artificially perfect for the camera. And you are bombarded with those day in and day out and told that this is normal, when it really isn't. Of course people have self-esteem issues looking at those things all day, and of course they're unhappy with themselves by comparison. It's a great evil of social media that it has basically allowed people to curate and present their lives to such a proliferate degree that people think that these false projections are real, and then they compare their own relatively mundane lives to them and they despair. So simply put, life is a series of ups and downs. Sometimes more downs, sometimes more ups. But there's never a single solitary cure for what ails you. Self-improvement is usually the way to go, but it's usually multifaceted and takes time. If this is a disappointing answer, then welcome to life. So, that's it for today. I hope you all have a very nice day, and happy Halloween.